Dang, man, that sucks. Well, good morning. It's bright and early on day 5 here on our Camino Portuguese. I just recorded this whole thing and didn't hit the record button, so I'm gonna do it again. Basically, we had a really difficult day yesterday. Lots of aches and pains, and Genevieve's shin splints are getting worse and worse. And we iced them last night and had to make a decision that basically today she's gonna take a rest day. She's going to take a taxi about 23 kilometers into Tui, which is where we're going, because she's got to rest up her legs. We've got a private hostel booked so she can check in at 9 a.m., so that's all good. And we hope she gets fully rested up, and also hope that we don't get any more pains today that cause us to have to take a rest day. But again, you have to listen to your body. That is the most important thing. She will still have more than enough kilometers under her belt to get her for Compostela at the end, once we reach Santiago, so there's no problem there. And the rest day is deserved for sure, because we've had some horrible hills over the last few days, and also needed. You have to listen to your body. And everyone at our hostel last night was agreeing it was the best option for her, because icing her leg was not helping. Anyway, we're walking today. It's supposed to be a little bit easier than the last few days, because we've had some massive hills. So kind of looking forward to that. And also looking forward to our first coffee shop, because we could definitely use a cup of tea. I'm a little bit tired. We slept in a bigger room last night with a few snores and farters, but it was a better sleep than I've had from the other big hostels.
It was tough, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Going up was definitely a lot easier than going down. Going down really tears your legs and your feet up.
Life is a pilgrimage.
The walk today is about 22 kilometers, so pretty similar to what we've had the last couple days.
Yes, we made it to Spain. We're here. We just crossed the bridge that divides the two countries. Halfway through the bridge, we walked over the border. There's no real pomp and circumstance here, but we're in Spain, so we're just left Valencia and we're gonna go into Tui now. Chat again soon. Well, good morning. It is day 6 on our Camino Portuguese, and we are walking from Spain. This is what 6 o'clock in the morning looks like in Spain, because of course we've gone an hour ahead, so we've lost an hour, and we're also starting a little bit early, because today we've got, well, if we can handle it, a 32 kilometer day. We'll be walking from Tui to Redondela if our legs can handle it. We're all still in a lot of pain, but we've all iced everything up. We've put some like Tiger Balm type cream on all of our sore bits, and we've taken a bunch of painkillers this morning, so make sure we've got a good start. We've got some food in our bag so we can plow right through, but it's definitely a different experience walking in the dark. So yeah, we'll check in again later once the sun comes up and see how we're doing, and we'll let you know. If we can't make it all the way to Redondela, we've got two other options that we're stopping at before, one at 22 kilometers and one at about 27 kilometers. So we'll hopefully be able to make it the whole way so that we can make up a little bit of time in order to make it to Santiago de Compostela for the 24th to see the beginnings of the celebrations of the fireworks and things for St. James Day. But if we can't, we make it in for the 25th. That's when the real big parties are gonna happen and the big celebrations for St. James Day. So we'll have some fun either way, whichever happens. But anyway, we'll check in later and let you know how we're going. Cheers. The old pilgrim. All right, so just a quick note, after leaving Tui, you get to go a little distance and you come across a beautiful little pop-up cafe that this lovely lady has all these wonderful fruits and vegetables and teas and coffees and everything for you. If you want a new walking stick, you can get it there. But there's also some very important information you get from her. She tells you about the new Portuguese route, which is not fully set up yet. So there's a spot where it will split off into a detour route, which is highly recommended to take, because otherwise you end up walking right through an industrial park, which nobody wants to do. Now it does add on a few extra kilometers. The exact amount, I'm not sure. By looking at the map, buenos dias. Gracias. By looking at the map, I would assume it is roughly 2 to 3 kilometers extra we're doing by taking this detour route. However, it takes you through beautiful forest paths and along this beautiful river right here. Buenos dias. And this river is called the Laurel River. Buenos dias. And the Laurel River here is so clear, it's beautiful. You can see right to the bottom the whole way through. And we just basically follow the river up. We cross it a few times over some ancient Roman bridges. I mean, honestly, it's well worth the extra couple kilometers. So if anyone is coming up to it, you want to take the left at the giant famous painting of the old pilgrim. So make sure to take a left, and then about 300 meters past that, you take another left. Even though the arrows are telling you otherwise, you must go left. And there is lots of information to support this, so feel free to look online. And I would assume even by next year, this route, this alternate route, will be much better supported, because right now there's not much in the way of bars and restaurants along the way, and even the signage has only been the arrows, none of the proper cement way markers you're used to seeing. It's such a beautiful route. You have to take it. You can't walk through an industrial park. It's not the Camino, you know? Anyway, we're still feeling the aches and pains. Personally, I've got some problems with my Achilles tendons, both of them, and Riley is having a lot of troubles with his legs and his hips and even his back and shoulders. And Genevieve's having problems with her shins. She's having shin splints. So all of us are feeling the Camino, but all of us are in the same frame of mind that we all want to be walking. We will see how we feel once we get to Moss. That's the first potential stop for us at 22 kilometers or so. If we feel like we're ready to stop there, we can, but hopefully we can push on and get to Redondela. I said that wrong, I'm sure. But that's okay, you know what I mean. What? Redondela. Yeah, we'll learn. We'll get there, don't worry. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, so we did a 35+ kilometer day today.